Holding out for Jesus like a reverend, homie. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rock.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff for Etienne. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Eason steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Eason to throw. This is caught by Hilton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Eason. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Eason flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
At the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it in.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. On first down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game on the final play of the first half. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
To return, here's Agnew. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, a run with Etienne. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. This is Chenault on the receiving end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Lawrence. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Here's a give to Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Etienne with it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The rookie from Michigan, Kwity Paye, paying first-year dividends with a takedown there. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Eason. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A give to ETN running right. Breaks through the contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Eason's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun is Eason. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chason in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Eason to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. ETN once more. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Jaguars. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive. Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up. Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do? I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 7 and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Jaguars.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And you think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks? And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what